I want to cook something authentic, something North African. What country can you suggest?
How about Morocco?
Sounds like a good country. What can we cook?
Lamb tagine.
That sounds good as well.
It's meat and fruit all in one pot, stewed away, great flavours. Sound good?
Sounds fantastic.
Right, so we do lamb tagine. So that's lamb with a whole load of Moroccan spices, and we'll serve it with a fruity couscous as well. Really simple.
You know what was really handy? You already had the ingredients there.
You just never know. You just never know. But it's going to start with onion, and the beauty of this dish is we don't have to worry about anything being neat or tidy. It's just about hacking it up and throwing it into the pan. The whole thing's going to be cooked down so quickly. Anyway, Jamie, actually, if you can grab the tomatoes.
Yep.
And do the same thing with those.
All of them.
Yeah, but that's 5 or so there. It's not a tomato-based dish, but it has got a few tomatoes in it. Trust me on that one. Just hack them up, really, really rough and ready. Yeah, so, even more rough than that.
Even more rough?
Just like literally quarters. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So that's no fine dice, it's just hacked up, and that's going to go into our pan. A shot of oil to cook down, and then some garlic. I mean, the garlic, I'm not even going to worry about doing anything other than taking the papery membrane off. You want to do the same with that garlic there.
Yep.
And then we'll get 3 cloves in. As long as you get rid of that papery membrane, the rest is just like that. So to those onions, we're going to add in all of our Moroccan spices. So some ground coriander, what about a tablespoon of each? Some ground cumin.
I thought it was coming.
Cumin, come in, whatever takes your fancy. You say tomato.
Yep. Well, what do you
Some
say?
cinnamon.
Cinnamon's really sweet though.
It is really sweet, so that's there's a whole balance of meat and savoury and fruit and bits and pieces as well. Black pepper, again you want about a tablespoon.
Sugar.
And we're going to, that's salt, but we want about a tablespoon of that in there as well. With a sprinkle. Beautiful. So we'll fry those down, and then we've got our lamb. Now, with the lamb, I just want to take away any excessive fat, but we do want some fat in there, marbled through. This is neck fillet. You could use sort of lamb shoulder or something like that.
Goat.
Goat, if you're obsessed. Or authentic.
Authentic. Thank you, yeah.
Keep the pieces really chunky though. That's what we want because the whole thing's going to cook down. So I'm going to dump those in the pan. You throw in the tomatoes, Jamie.
Yep. Did you mean really throw them or?
Just get them in there.
Right.
And then a lemon. I'm going to squeeze in juice of a lemon. Give it a stir. And just before we finish, a nice squeeze of honey, so it's more sweetness going in.
Excellent. So it's from the Moroccan bees, that one, is it?
Moroccan bees, Moroccan honey.
Cool.
And some stock. We're not even going to bother with stock. I'm just going to go with about 400 ml of water.
Moroccan water.
Fantastic. Give it a stir up. And that is it. Simple as that.
Is that it?
Yep. Lid on. If you can stick that into the oven for us, Jamie.
I can.
That's going to go into the oven for about 2 hours at 150 degrees. But halfway through that, we're going to take the lid off and we're going to add in more sweetness, more fruit, and that's in the form of apricots. So if you can just hack those up, again, nothing fancy. And also ahead of time, we can make our couscous, which is going to accompany it. So the couscous goes into the bowl. We've got some sultanas, so more fruit with this dish. Some spring onion.
So how many of your 5 a day do you think this meal's going to
Well, obviously we are cooking for a good sort of 6 people here, so
right.
It gets split down, but you've got fresh tomatoes, you've got onions, you've got your fruit, so all going to help together. So I'm going to put a little bit of turmeric in here, which will give the couscous a great colour, like that. And as ever with these things, couscous, because it's quite plain, there's a fair bit of seasoning, so some salt,
sugar,
and pepper. Well, we've got enough sweetness from the sultanas, so don't need sugar.
and I made it.
And then boiling water, the same amount as couscous. So if you put a bowl of couscous in, and it's a bowl of hot water, that goes in, give the whole thing a stir, and leave that just until you're ready to serve, and that'll be lovely, fluffy couscous.
I've seen some people put cling film over it.
You can do that just to keep the heat in, but it's going to be there long enough for that not to be an issue.
Not my opinion.
So that's it. Couscous will be ready later on. Our tagine's in the oven. We'll add the apricots in about an hour's time, and dinner's ready for when everyone arrives.
Fantastic. Let's celebrate.
Okay, so our tagine has been in there for a couple of hours now. We just left it to do its thing while we've been having fun our end. So that's looking absolutely brilliant. really reduced down now, and it's about time to serve up. So we've got our couscous ready. I'm going to put some fresh coriander.
Do you want me to start ladling this out?
Absolutely. I'm going to toast some almonds as well. So just a dry pan. Just put some fresh coriander.
It smells awesome.
On top. And I'll plate this one up. So we've got our couscous here.
And there. This is really good. That smells lovely. Do you know, I don't think the goat one would smell that good.
Lamb one is the way forward. So there's our couscous.
Don't kid yourself.
With some coriander. We've got some toasted almonds. That can go on the top of our tagine there like that.
Nice.
So there we have our lamb tagine with the fruity couscous. Everything you need if you've got a few people coming around, feed loads of people without any hassle. There it is, sorted.
Oh, this looks great.
What do you reckon?
It's really good.
Enough sweet?
Mm.